Greetings, fellow traders. Bubblehead here, and it's time for the lunchtime market update for Monday, March 23rd, 2020. I hope everybody's having a great trading day today. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice, so please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. All right, let's check and see where we're at the market today. So SPX monthly chart, wow, it is below the cloud, down 100 points today, 98 points right now, 97. So this is a very bad area right here as we're under the 50 monthly moving average and below the monthly cloud. So welcome to bear market territory. I don't have a lot of time to try to get this thing back above it, right? So we've only got like a week and a day or so. So let's take a look and see where we're at on the weekly chart here. You can see that we are nasty. Like, took that weekly chart down too. We're still below those December lows, and it looks like we're tracking even lower right now. It just depends how we go, right? We've got the 2016 lows are basically around that 2000 and 1800 range. So we'll have to continue to keep an eye on that. We are oversold right now, but we could stay oversold for a while on those charts. Let's take a look at the daily here. So daily was pretty interesting, right? So overnight, we'll take a look at that in a little bit when we look at our futures. Overnight, right, we were up pretty significantly, and then today we just kind of down and just kind of stayed down. A couple little bounces, but that was about it. If we go to the, let's take a look at the SPY here. Okay, you can see the SPY had a big pop up, right, as the Fed again try to get this market going by offering more, stimulus type concepts, right, putting more money into the market, things like that. Couldn't do it, right? Couldn't hold, and into the open we just kind of pushed down a little bit. Again, a little pop right there, and then we just pushed below the 15-hour blow right here. Again, we talked about last night about pre-market levels. We're getting pretty close to those pre-market lows. So let's see how that holds on that. Let's take a look at the S&P futures. Again, S&P futures 2174 was the limit down number yesterday. So if we continue to stay below the 15-orb range and the volatility stays as high as it is, which it probably will be, a test of that 2174 level may be possible. Let's take a look at the MES here. We caught some nice moves in this one. Let's take a look here. So again, a possible short move here off of the shooting star. Let's see how that builds into the rest of the day. Let's take a look here. We've also got Apple. So great job. We've got, I know, at least one member who capitalized nicely on Apple today. Apple had a nice triangle at the open, and you had an inside 15 here with a nice triangle breakdown as it took out a lot of key levels this morning. So great job on that one. We've got Netflix. Netflix is one of the only strong ones this morning. Or the NASDAQ was pretty strong at the open, right? They had some pretty good moves. You had this inside 15 up on Netflix, and then we're now seeing a push down on it as well. We did catch a nice trade in AMD here, right? We caught this thing breaking down a little bit earlier for a nice move down, so that was great on AMD. And then let's take a look at some of the other ones. So we had T was one of the ones that was on the radar this morning that was just down this morning. It gave a little bit of a relief rally and back down. AT&T, and then Starbucks was another one too that was interesting as well, as that was down pre-market, gave a big bounce to the rest of the market, and is kind of in the 15 orb range right now. A couple chart requests out there. Appreciate everybody when you guys send those in. We've got Shop on the radar here. Shop was one of the real strong ones this morning as it got through its pre-market high. Gave a big bounce out of the 15 orb in the pre-market high this morning. That was great. Let's take a look at the daily chart and see how it's setting up here. So I'd like to see it close strong with some good volume over this 200-day moving average to look for a potential follow-through on Shop. Tesla. Oh, look, it's at Musk's magic number, right? 420 funding secured. Amazing how we're at these levels right here. So upper shadow off of the 8 EMA on Friday, and just kind of chopping around these ranges there, down a little bit here during the day. Boeing, upgrade from Morgan Stanley today. Again, look at that. Another narrow range inside day on Boeing. So definitely looking this thing to make a move sometime soon. It could be just kind of forming a bear pennant right here. And then we've also got Macy's. Macy's is an interesting one. They got really hit hard this morning. This popped up on our radar this morning too. We were tracking this one as it just kind of was like down. Look at that, under $5. We pointed this out at like 520 this morning on the live stream, and it even, kind of in here. And then look at that, just broke down its 15 orb low, and it's still below it right now. So what a move on Macy's and those kind of retail companies today. So pretty rough market here, guys. Again, the Fed's doing everything they can to keep it propped up financially, but we really need to see decreased cases, major, especially in like New York, all over the world. We have to keep praying for everybody that this stuff gets better. And then once that big cloud is over the market, we might start to see some a big rally in this thing. But for now, we're still tracking to the downside. We're bearish until proven otherwise, and we're going to look for those setups intraday. So I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your trading day. Stay healthy out there, and remember your risk first, and stay safe so you can stay in the game. And I'll talk to you guys soon.